Hey friends, we're gonna make our primary or secondary, depending on if you're first grade or kindergarten, birds today. So let me show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna use our circle tracer here to trace 3 birds because there's 3 primary colors. Or if you're in second grade, there's 3 secondary colors. So 1, 2, or I should say second and first, huh? 3. So these are going to be my big, cute little birds. Okay, you could do it in pencil if you want to first. Okay, my birds need some feet. I'm going to give them all some little toes. Just like this. Maybe some are shorter. Maybe some are longer. They don't all have to be the same. Maybe this one's facing the front. And actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have some facing different directions. So this bird, I'll give him an eye, and then I'm going to give him a little beak pointing that way. There's his beak. Then he needs a little wing. Just a little bumpy line. Nothing too fancy. And I can give him some tail feathers. Excuse me. There's his little tail. Okay. This one, I'm going to have him looking up maybe. So here's his beak looking up. Give him 2 little dots in his beak. And then I would see both of his eyes. So this guy, I only see the side of his face, so I only see one eye. And this guy, I would see both of his little wings. Okay, and then his little tail feathers might come this way. There's his little tail. All right, and then I got one more. Maybe I'll do them this way. We'll put his eye up here. We'll make his eye nice and big. Okay, we'll see his little feather there and some tail feathers. Perfect. Okay, so then I might come in and draw the ground a little bit underneath them so they're standing on something, they're not floating. Okay, now what I'm going to do is each one of these birds is going to be colored one of the primary colors to start with. So here's my primary colors. Now these are watercolor crayons, okay? So right now we're going to use them just like crayons, but when I use this awesome paintbrush right here, they will turn into paint. Oh, that paintbrush is there. All right, okay, sorry about that. So I colored each one of my birds with one of my watercolor pastels, or watercolor crayons, primary color. And then I'm gonna do just a regular crayon orange, just to get their cute little beaks orange. And then is the fun part. I'm going to use my reservoir brush. So watch this, I'm gonna squeeze and brush at the same time. Do you see how it's turning into paint? Ooh, a lot came out on that one. Brush around the water, try and stay in the lines. Okay, don't forget his little tail feather. And then before I move on to my next color, I want to make sure I wipe this off. Let me grab a piece of paper towel. Because I don't want my blue to mix in. So I'm just kind of wiping it off a little bit. My yellow. So squeeze. See, a little bit got in there. That's okay. And I'll do my yellow bird, and then I'll do my red bird, and then I'll be done. I'll put it on the drying rack, let it dry, and then I can take it home next time. So it's kind of a fun way to paint without having to need all the paint. All right, brush off this one. Okay, so again on here, I want them to stay primary. I want them to stay red, yellow, and blue, so I'm not mixing the colors up. I want them to be nice and clean. Squeeze out if I need a little more water, and then brush. Squeeze and brush. Oops. And I don't want too much water. A little bit of water goes a long way. And I get that little tail feather. All right, there you have it. My primary color birds.